body you start getting kind of antsy. You don't sleep at night, and it's amazing how you adjust over the years, over the last few years. Now we're 42 days out. You actually can start practice and have 30 days of practice. And even last week, the nerves start going. You start waking up at 4 in the morning, getting ready to head to conditioning during that time. And so we started practice actually yesterday. We've already had 3 workouts in 2 days. We practiced yesterday at 6, went for about an hour and 20 minutes, 15 minutes, doing a lot of teaching in the morning. Then we came back in the afternoon and we really got after it. Went for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. And of course, again, the same regimen the next day. We come out and this morning we had a really good workout. So I like this team right now. I may not be saying that in another couple of months, but I like them right now. They're working extremely hard. The veteran guys from last year, they're dialed in. We talk about being dialed in and take it to the next level. As last time I visited with you guys, we talked about, taking that next step. Obviously having a chance to play against North Carolina in the championship game, you're up 5 with 3 minutes to go. It still resonates with me. And so now we're talking about taking it to that next level. So this year, we want to be in those periods and be in position and now find a way to finish. And with having 5 seniors coming back, 7 guys that have played, that includes CJ and Adriel Bailey. I expect those guys to come back. And so when you talk about year 7, let's improve. Let's improve upon what we've done. We won 26 games last year. Again, I thought this team got better as the season went on. And contrary to what a lot of people, talk about the team, I thought our team was a pretty good defensive team. We, different teams each year, it's kind of a difference because there are some teams you can't extend your defense, you can create the turnover, you can create the chaos. But then there are some teams, you're not married to one system, you're married to winning. And so last year we saw a team that played multiple defenses, and a lot of us in the half court. And that's where, I think our defense is at its best in the half court. So if we didn't extend it, that don't mean we didn't play good defense. I think if you can look at the stats, I think we averaged more points than the other opponents, 79 to 73. So now I want to get more defensive with this team that we do have coming in this year. And why I say that, because we have some guys that have been through the wars. You think about Anton Beard.
It's our Tuesday edition of On the Hill with Pat Jenkins Sports Talk Radio, as brought to you by Lindsay & Associates, with locations in Fayetteville, also 2 locations in Rogers. Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together. It's also brought to you by Locomotion. It's located just below the Northwest Arkansas Mall. It's also brought to you by Fun City. You can catch up with them just off the 412 exit in Springdale, Arkansas. If you don't get a chance to catch us here on our live stream each and every day, you can catch us on iHeartRadio as we podcast each and every day's top segment in the evenings on iHeartRadio. And came in with opening statements from last week. We had a chance to attend Arkansas Razorbacks Fastest 40 Media Day with Coach Mike Anderson. And Coach seems real excited about this basketball team, as he should be, with so many veterans coming back, 6 seniors, 5 that are made available to play right now. 1 being Orlando Cook, who's temporarily indefinitely suspended. But, when you mix in seniors with good sophomores, CJ Jones, Adriel Bailey, and then the 4 big-time freshmen that they brought in out of a very highly thought-of freshman group, Daniel Gafford, Khalil Garland, Darius Hall, and Gabe Osibowen. That's something I think, all Razorback fans are really excited to see. When you hear, real quick, before we get you set up, we're going to get it real set. I want to bring in Demetrius and ask him real quick, is there a real reason to be excited about this basketball team?
Definitely. I think it's a big reason to be excited. You have a lot of guys coming back. These guys really play hard in the tournament, and a lot of guys really see them progressing in the tournament. So I definitely think this is a Razorback team worth getting behind and jumping on that bandwagon early before the season starts.
Well, following up our next interview, next up is going to be Courtney Asher-Smith of Rebel Walk. He's going to come on. We're going to talk with Andy and just kind of recap, what happened over this past weekend versus the Auburn Tigers. And we're going to let you on that. Leading up after that, we'll get some takes from Daniel Gafford. We'll let you hear what Daniel has to say about the support they have for Khalil Garland. And just, being taken under some of the older guys' wings, what that means for that freshman class. Also, too, you're here in the third hour. You'll hear from C.J. Jones and Adrio Bailey. We'll hear what C.J. and Adrio have to say heading into their sophomore campaign. And then after our third segment, we'll let you hear Darius Hall. They call him Day-Day on campus. We'll let you hear from some of his tidbits, what he had to say about what to look forward to and just what it means to him to be called the energy for the basketball team. But we're going to step away, get a real quick break. Next up, Courtney Asher Smith of Rebel Walk. It's on the Hill with Pat Jenkins. Back in a moment.